What's up, plus OPJPET here, recording for Original Productions. I'm going to be giving you a Photoshop tutorial on making a tag that my friend liked. He wanted me to make a tutorial for this. Here we go. Let's see here. First you're going to make a new thingy. It's called, not it's called, but you make it size 400 and 200. Click OK, 400 by 200. Next, you're going to find your render, and just to save some time, I'm going to open up my PSD for this that I'm going to make. That's what it's going to look like. So you're going to want to find your render, which is somewhere along in here. I don't know. I must have deleted it. Anyway, we'll just drag it in here from right here. Gonna have to work. Alright, I don't want to have to go find this. Okay, originally my render was a little bit bigger, so about that big, and you're just gonna want to you want to duplicate that and just keep filling up this back here until everything's completely colored up. But you want to actually have a lot of different colors for this. If not, it's just going to look weird when you make the background. Something about like that. That'll work. Next, you're just going to right click and merge visible. So you got one layer. Next, you're going to go to filter, liquify. You're going to click this little swirly looking tool, and I guess you can just follow these settings. It doesn't matter. I just use default. And then you're just going to hold it down until it twists up everywhere. You can just do this in random spots and where you think it's going to look good. It's this really cool abstractual looking thingy. Remember, you're just holding down your left mouse button to do this, and it just twists it for you. Okay, I'm just going to save some time, and I'm going to switch over to this C4D and show you what to do after that. As you can see, I'm walking through all these steps here. Okay, so at this point we're about right here. Next, you're going to add in this little texture that I have. I'll put it on normal to show you what it looks like. Looks about like that. And you're going to set it on soft light. Gives you a cool looking texture, I guess. I don't know. Next, what I did was I added the render, but apparently that layer's missing for some reason in this. I don't know why. But it'll show back up after I add after this. And then when the render's there, it doesn't matter. I added the effects. The render should be there. Like I said, I don't know where it's at. And then what I did was I added some light by going to filter, render, lighting effects. What I did, not on that, but I'll turn this layer on. I added some lighting effects. Like I said, the render was there before. I don't know why it's missing. But that's what it looks like. I added the lighting effects I'm talking about. I went to render, lighting effects, and dang. Okay, actually make sure you're on the right layer. And for every effect I did add a new layer. And I had it coming from the top right, a spotlight. About like that, coming from the top right. About like that. And it looked like that. Next, to get this layer, so you can see a little bit of a difference there. I went to filter, other, high pass. Set it to 94.6. Clicked OK. And then I set that layer to soft light. Alright, the next layer, I'm just going to do it for you anyway. It just adds a little bit of depth. I'm just going to redo it. you're gonna Control Alt Shift E. What that does is that creates a new layer and it applies image. And this is what I did. When I created that new layer, I went to Filter. Where's that at? Blur, Gaussian blur. Set to 3.4. I learned this from Sorenzo, who's on ReverseDesigns.com. Epic site. Go to your eraser. You set it to 100. And you're going to erase it over the main focal point. You're going to have to go a little bit smaller there. In my opinion, it doesn't really matter if you erase too much. What I actually had this layer right here for, I brought it down here. I turned this on top so I knew where to erase. Well, you can't do it like that. But you put that, you take a copy of your render, you put it on top, but select the other layer that you're supposed to erase from. This is one way I know where to erase. It's just how I know to. And I'm just let you know about where you need to erase that. See, that looks actually really good. Alright. Now you don't really have to worry too much. Now you just drop it down to up here your opacity of the brush to 90. And you pick the next thing you want to stand out. I'm pretty sure I chose the yellow things. I'm not sure. And I just chose the yellow in this SIG and just kind of made it stand out. About like that. Next, drop down to about 85. Shows the big blue things. Anything majorly blue wasn't much. So next, drop down to about 80, somewhere in there, probably 80. Erase the red things. That's what I did. And then right in there, I just kind of did 75. Well, with 75, I pretty much erased the rest of the SIG to make sure I got everything. There's some stuff missing down here. It makes a really good looking effect. Anyway. Still some stuff going on there. See a little bit of difference. Not really. Anyway. Next you're going to come up and make a gradient map. The gradient is a kind of a blue to an orangish thing, and you're going to set it to, we're going to turn that on first. And you can set that to soft light with opacity 100%. After that, what did I do right here? Let's see. After that, you're going to take the burn tool like this, and you're just going to take it, click it down, and then just drag around the render, all around the render, like so. I'm not doing it, but I'm just showing you. You just want to drag it around your render. What that does is, if you look, it adds kind of like a mini shadow around the render just to give it some more depth. Just kind of seeing what I did here. Okay. After that, I finished pretty much. I don't even think I ever added a frame to this. Okay. After that, you're gonna come up. You're gonna new layer, apply image, or Control Alt Shift E. That's what I did for all of these layers. And you're going to go to Filter, Artistic, Paint Dabs, whatever. and it's going to be brush size 1, sharpness 1. But because I already, and then you're just going to change the opacity down to about 35, somewhere pretty low like that. And that's pretty much how you make this. Have any questions? Ask it in the comment thing. This is one of my very first Photoshop tutorials, and if you have any questions, like I said. What? Okay, something's asking. Okay, that's gonna have to work. Alright, so like I said, this is one of my very first. Thank you for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. And like I said, any questions, just ask it, and I'll be extremely happy to answer them. Thank you for watching again.